Hello guys, today we are going to solve this Leetcode question which is named as in cookies. It is a easy question. Let's try to solve it. Okay, you don't need to go through the problem statement. I have explained it here. What the question states is, we're basically given two arrays. One is the grade of children and the other one is the size of cookies. We're basically given two arrays. One is the G means grade of children and S means the size of the cookies. What we need to do is, grade represents the first one represents the first child. He needs a cookie of size 1. And the 2 represents, the second child requires a cookie of size 2. And 3 represents the child requires a cookie of size 3. And, if we have something like G equals to 4 means the child requires a cookie of size 4, like that. And we are also given another array which is named as S, which has the size of cookies. Suppose we have two cookies whose size are 1, and here we have three cookies. The first cookie is of size 1, second cookie is of size 2, and the third cookie is of size 3. Basically, what we need to do is, we need to give these cookies to each child, and the size of the cookie should be greater than the grade of the child. Suppose, if you look at this carefully, the first child requires a cookie of size 1, right? So I will give this cookie to him. And when I come to second child, he requires a cookie of size 2. But we don't have any cookie of size 2, right? So I cannot satisfy him. So when I come to third child, he requires a cookie of size 3. So I see that I don't have any cookie of size 3, so I cannot also satisfy him. So we need to return at the end the number of children who are satisfied. That's it. I'm again explaining the question. We're just given two arrays. One is the grade of children. The other one is the size of the cookies. A child is satisfied if he is given a cookie which is more than his grade. If we give him a cookie which we never mind. And we need to return the number of satisfied students. At the end, we need to return the number of satisfied students. You know. And okay, let's take an example and let's try to break the problem down. If you look at this, these are the grades of the children. He's the children zero, child one, child two, child three, and we have four cookies. The first cookie is of size 5, second cookie is of size 20, third cookie is of size 1, and the fourth cookie is of size 2. Now what I'll do is, I'll come to the first child and I see he wants a cookie of size 2. So I'll go here and I see I have a cookie of size 5. So I'll give this cookie to him. This child will definitely get satisfied, right? He only needs a cookie of size 2, but he got a cookie of size 5. So he will be satisfied. So I'll move to the next child. I will move to the second cookie. Now if you see, this child requires a cookie of size 1, but I'm sorry, I also have a cookie of size 20. So what I'll do is I'll give this cookie to him. So he'll also be satisfied. So I'll come here and I'll come here in my cookies. Now if you see, this child requires a cookie of size 3, but I have a cookie of size 1. So I cannot give this to him, right? So what I'll do is I'll go here and I see I have a cookie of size 2. I also cannot give this cookie to him because he needs a cookie of size 3, right? So the number of children who are satisfied here is 2, right? So the answer is 2. But in this case, the answer is wrong because if you observe carefully, okay, if you observe carefully, there is a cookie of size 1 which I can give to this child, right? He only needs a cookie of size 1. So I have it, right? So I'll give this thing. And give this cookie of size 2 to this fellow, right? So he will also be satisfied. He will also be satisfied. And what I'll do is I'll give this cookie to 3, right? So he will also be satisfied. And I will give this 20 key to this fellow. So he will also be satisfied. So if you observe carefully, we have 4 satisfied children, right? But in the previous case, we got only 2 satisfied children. So our aim is to maximize the answer. Our aim is to maximize the number of satisfied children. Otherwise, they'll cry, right? If you give this guy a cookie of size 1, he'll definitely cry, and he'll ask that he wants a bigger cookie, right? So we need to maximize the answer. So how can we do that? You observe carefully. I'll draw in. Let's sort these two arrays. Let's try to sort this thing. Then 1, 3, 4. Okay. Uh, from here, what we can, from here, what we can decide is, we try to assign a as small as we can without making the child cry, right? Okay. We try to assign as small cookie as we can without making the child cry. When do the child cry? If he is given a cookie of less size, right? So we need to make sure that we are giving the small cookie, but we're also satisfying his need. Suppose if he wants 2, we can also give 2 and we can also give 20. But we prefer to give 2 because we will try to save this 20 for you know another child. That's our basic idea. And let's sort this cookie sizes as well. Then we'll have 1, 2, 5, 5, and 20. Now, if you observe carefully, I'll come to this shell and I'll come to this cookie. I see that this shell only wants one cookie, not one cookie. He wants a cookie of size 1. So I have a cookie of size 1, so I'll give this cookie to him. So he will be satisfied. Then I'll come here, then I'll come here. This boy wants a cookie of size 2 and I have a cookie of size 2. So I'll give this to him, so he will also be satisfied. So I'll come here, I'll come here. If you see carefully, this guy wants a cookie of size 3 and I have a cookie of size 5. So I'll give this to him and he will also be satisfied. Then this guy wants a cookie of size 4 and I have a cookie of size 20. So I'll give to him, he will also be satisfied. So the total number of satisfied children are 4. So this is our answer. But we need to make sure that we are handling some sort of edge cases. Let's suppose we have same things. 1, this is 3. We have sizes as 1, 1, 3, 3. These are after sorting the arrays. The arrays might be like in random order, like 4, 3, 2, 1. They may be 4, 2, 3, 1. Whatever it may be, we're just sorting the arrays. And after sorting the arrays, let's try to solve this thing. We're standing here and we're standing here. We see that this shell wants a cookie of size 1, and we're giving this cookie to him. And this shell wants a cookie of size 2. Now look at this carefully. We are right here. Let me remove. Right now we assigned this cookie to this guy and we came to this fellow. and right now we are here. We see that this child wants a cookie of size 2, but we have a cookie of size 1, right? So we cannot give this to him. He will cry. He will cry, right? So what we'll do, if you observe carefully, we cannot give this cookie to him. We cannot give this cookie to any of the children sitting on the right side, right? Because all the children want a bigger cookie, right? So we cannot give this cookie to any of them. So we'll just simply ignore this cookie and we'll come here. That's the main, what they call, main thing that's going to happen in this problem. Sorry for that. This child wants a cookie of size 2 and we'll give him a cookie of size 2. Then I'll come here and I'll come here. This child wants a cookie of size 3, but I only have a cookie of size 2. So I cannot give this cookie to any of the right side guys. So I'll simply ignore this thing and I'll come here. I'll give this cookie to him and I'll come here. I see this guy wants a cookie of size 4, but I only have a cookie of size 3. So I cannot assign this. So I'll go outside, right? So when I go outside, the loop gets ended and we have 3 satisfied children. Let's take another example and try to solve this. Suppose we have only one guy who needs one cookie of size 1. Suppose we have 10 cookies. 10. Suppose we have 3 cookies. We are here and we are here. Will give this cookie to him and we'll come outside, right? We don't have any more children, right? So at this point we have the answer as 1, satisfying one child. Even though we have more cookies, we cannot assign them to children, right? There are no children at all. Suppose if we take another example like 1, 2, 3, and we have size of cookies as only 1. Now we'll stand here and we'll stand here and we see that this child wants a cookie of size 1 and we'll give it to him and we'll come outside of the cookies, right? Cookie sizes. We don't have any more cookies, but we have 2 children, right? But at this point we can only satisfy one child. So our answer is 1. What if the array is like 5, 10, and I have a cookie of size 1? I'll come to this child and I see he wants a cookie of size 5, but I only have one cookie of size 1, right? So I cannot assign to this to him. So I'll move friend and I'll move out of the array, right? So our answer here will be 0. That's it. I hope you got the logic of this question. LOIC. I hope you got the logic of this question. So let's try to implement this using the code. Now look at this. Here, let's let m be the size of g dot length, size of the children, and in n equals to size of cookies. We need to make sure that we'll keep a iterator equals to, while I should be less than m and I should be less than n. If any of this condition gets failed, we should come out of the loop, you know, just like this. If we ran out of children or if we ran out of cookies, we need to come out of the loop and we need to return the answer. Let's say int satisfied children. Initially there will be 0, right? Now when will a child will be satisfied? Only if the size of cookie. Oh wait, we need to maintain another pointer j equals to 0. This I pointer points to the child. Let's say he is child and this is cookie. Let's let's say the child should be less than m and the cookie index should be less than this thing. If the size of cookie is greater than or equals to the grade of the child, then what we need to do is we need to increase the child index, we need to increase the cookie index, and we also need to increase the satisfied children plus plus, right? What if the current what if if you look at this, this child wants a cookie of size 2, but we have a cookie of size 1. Then what? We'll just ignore this thing and we'll just move the cookie pointer to the next one, right? So here we'll just increase the cookie pointer to the next one. That's it. At the end, we'll return the number of satisfied children. Let's check this works or not. Let's submit this thing. What? Wait. Give me a minute. Oh, okay. You know, we forgot to sort the arrays, right? Sorry for that. Arrays dot sort of read and arrays dot sort of yes, and this will work fine. Yes, it's working fine. Yeah, that's it for the video. And if you like the video, if you like the video, I don't know.